Boom. We are live on YouTube and everybody can hear you right now. So think twice before you say anything naughty. How many do we have here? We have 11 people watching right now. So welcome, guys. This is, I don't know if it's actually today, but we're celebrating a gentleman who has been a trainer in one of our training task forces for 4 years. That is, I think it's amazing. So the entire time that I have been in the Anger family, and I've been here a long time, you have been in Wolves. So helpful. Tell me, when did you join the Anger family, and how did you find them? Hmm. Well, that's awesome. And also here is Appel, Imp, and Vimto, all leaders or co-leaders in Wolves. That's awesome. Hmm. Oh, there are no. That's sorry, guys. I need to. No, I see that. I see that now. How? Yeah, helpful. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I should have paid attention. Desktop audio default. Let me put that to. If I did this. Oh, speak somebody.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Oh my God.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. Technology. So, I will ask helpful again. When did you join the family, and how did you find the family?
so 5 years ago, I was just like a lot of people, team ed player in random or hookah. We were hookahing MA to death, which we thought was pretty cool on a 50, which obviously is not very hard. And then I saw a turtle video, believe it or not, and so I joined squad, and then I went through a couple other ones, and then I ended up in Ice Holes, and I was there maybe 6 months, and then Wolves, and I was in Sparrows for a little bit, like 4 months or something, but in the end I decided I enjoyed, and Appel is kind of the same way. I enjoyed training people more than hitting. My hits kind of demonstrate that that's one of the reasons for that. But I've just really enjoyed the chance to meet so many wonderful people, and it always excites me when I see people that I helped in some small way along the way, which, I know Superb would be nothing without me, for example.
Okay, and Vimto, what are we doing today?
Well, today it's just a case of when it was a couple of weeks ago when Helpful said he'd been in Wolves 4 years, and it sort of blew my mind. And then it's just a case of I don't think I've met lots of nice people in the family, but there is, and without blowing smoke was that there isn't anyone nicer in my opinion than Helpful. And if there's any, I looked up 4 years anniversary and it's linen, and I didn't really want to send you bed sheets, so like just a silly all hits live stream, and actually to get him online as well and to talk to him just would be fun. And I just thought whether it's just a case of someone rolls a Fallen Hope in a second, Helpful can pick the bass, and then just the people that we've got together, as you'll see, sort of a mixture of new and old Wolves, and people, and we've even managed to get hold of people that and that's a testament, and it shows that people that have retired have popped back in just for this.
Mm-hmm. It would be fun to me, I think, if when a person is hitting, that Helpful could just tell us who that person is, and
yeah,
it'd be fun.
I could do what? Oh yeah, tell you about how I might know them.
Yeah, exactly. So there was only one special request, and that is Nick is in here, and she's at work and has meetings and stuff, so she has to go kind of early in all this. But other than that, I haven't heard anything.
Well, I can't tell you how pleased I was to see Nick. I think about how much she helped me all the time, frankly. She taught me. So I used to be a screen breaker. So I would have and Appel had a little bit of this too, where I would have some bad hit in Ice Holes, and I would break a screen. And Nick is the one that taught me that is stupid. Sounds like an easy lesson, but it took me a while to get it.
Yeah, it's expensive, Helpful. Yeah, breaking your screen.
It is. Okay, I will do that. I'll wait.
I've wanted to break my screen a lot of time, but then I remember how expensive my tablet is, so I kind of don't do it. Are we waiting for anyone else?
I think
no. I don't know what number it was. We can just go.
24.
One player's gonna join, Jonty. I think Tech is asking.
Okay.
Yeah, Rafa would like to hit after Nick, he says.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off with Nick and then Rafa, and we go to Anarchy after that, I guess.
Yep.
I do have one request, Shante.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to explain to people why I have such a stupid name.
Oh, of course. I was gonna ask, but I got distracted by people complaining about audio and stuff.
So I played Boom Beach a lot before there were, I don't know how long that was, maybe a year before Operation showed up. And then I joined some random task force. And at the time I had, I think, an 8-year-old or 9-year-old. And he would actually, he knew how to play on my phone. So he would play sometimes and just like get a bunch of tanks killed or do whatever. But one time he did something really stupid in an operation. I got kicked out of a task force.
Oh.
And I told him, and he said, well, why do you care? And I say, well, I'm trying to be helpful to these people. And now, you just did something that was not very helpful. And so he changed my in-game name to Help, which was not very helpful as far as I'm concerned. But like before that, I was like captain or commander or killer or something. I don't remember what. And but that was the time when you couldn't. That was it. You got one name change, and that was it. And then I was in. By that time, and eventually you could buy name changes, like maybe starting a couple of years ago. But at that point, like 500 people already knew Helpful. So whatever. There's some other stupid names, but I would still claim mine as the stupidest. But I've learned to live with it.
It suits you though. You're always helpful.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some really stupid.
As
names.
far as I'm concerned, it's perfect. You just need to look at all of my accounts.
Yeah. All right. Is Helpful gonna roll the op? We're 24 players right now.
Yeah, we could probably do DX, Chauncey.
You think?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. You want me to roll? Is that what you're saying?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll.
Okay, Forlorn Hope it is. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Ooh.
We got Chimera in here.
This is like a collection of the bases I hate the most. It's perfect.
Oh, awesome.
That's what happens
1.9
in Sparrows
Chimera.
when I put 3 in. It's normally on the bases I hate.
We got Titan. It is 2.3 million. That would have been like back in the day Helpful. That would have been 3 hits or something. But
Yeah. Oh, Baby Titan. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Phobos. 2.1 million. Doesn't look so bad. No simmers or anything. We have Alamo. Not even shock launcher or rocket launchers. One over there.
Wow.
That's a nice Alamo. So far the layouts are very friendly. The 315 Boomtown. That is healthier. Oh, it's not too bad. No rocket launchers.
The only problem is actually Boomtown. It's pretty standard. It's just a bit irritating that the mortars at the core.
Oh, we've got Raffo saying they're all solos, including Boomtown. Wow.
Oh wow. Okay. And we got Callisto. Ooh, that's interesting. All flamethrowers up here. But no rockets up top. Health is, wow. 1.5, 1.6. Anticore. 1.6.
Oops.
That's a. It's only 159, but it has all the normal stuff. Oh, except the shock launchers then. The full rocket launcher ring. Complex.
I'll go Phobos, Nick says. And Ray is asking how long he can plan because he never hits these bases.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe it will work out. I'm thinking maybe this op is too easy. You know,
Hmm.
not everybody's gonna get a hit.
Nick-
But
Nick is wondering if she can go now.
oh yeah, I've looked at everything. Complex looks standard too. I'm ready.
Oh,
So
There you go.
Okay.
Helpful. So Nick can go wherever she wants. There you go.
Okay. Well, helpful is being helpful as usual. So-
Being helpful. John, did you send helpful my my little logo for your stream that I made? I mean, I saw you used imps. Did you not send him mine?
What's your logo?
Yeah, the guy getting flipped off the cliff.
Oh,
I'll send it to you. Helpful. It's funny.
Sounds good.
Okay, so which base do you want to open? Helpful.
Oh well, just because I owe so much to Nick, Complex is fine.
Complex?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
Whatever.
Phobos. She said. She said Phobos.
Oh, okay,
Phobos?
Phobos, yeah.
Okay.
Phobos, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then we can make fun of her after she leaves if she doesn't kill it. I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Well, she did say that she's only been hitting sour grapes in the last whatever for how many years. So, but
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing these. Remember what the little attack icons mean.
I think these nuts haven't hit an op for a year, at least.
Yeah, 2, I would say. Well,
Yeah.
no. A year and a half, something like that.
oh, she's
Yeah.
He's in. Go on, Nick.
in. Okay, helpful. Tell us who's this?
Okay, so this is Nick, and I don't know, I don't remember when our audio got fixed, but I think I said this, that she's the one that taught me not to break phones because they're expensive.
Oh,
And I met her when, I remember JoJo telling me a lot about her and how she had done this whole logging system. And he said, JoJo said the best grade he ever got from Nick was a 3 out of 10, but that was like a high praise from her. She changed her grading scale over time. So she had the system based on tacos, which is a reference Nick will understand, but no one else will. But she was in Wolves. So Wolves had kind of a dark period right before I got to, not dark period, but we went a little rogue. Apparently we were chasing force points, which obviously as a training task force you're not supposed to do. I mean, that's why our highest ranking is 53. Because I remember when D's Nuts joined, they told him like, oh yeah, just kill as many cells on maze as possible and don't worry about anything else. And so they sent in a bunch of people to clean up. One of them, like Sharky and Zod, and I'm trying to remember who else. And then Nick was like sort of the babysitter for Wolves for a little while.
oh, okay.
And she was, anyways, she's super
Oh, the
nice.
flamethrowers.
Oh man.
Oh, ouch.
Oh wow. So the walk and everything was perfect. Like riding a bike, but then she missed this flamethrower. Oh, that's hurtful.
Unlucky.
Yeah, so she was babysitting, did you say?
Well, she was just making sure we sort of followed the mantras and the rules of Angry Family. So Zod was kind of the first guy they sent in to take over they got rid of old leadership. They put Bernsey in charge. And I had been there one week maybe. And I was, when they were all the co-leaders and officers sort of figured out that they'd been made for cheating or whatever, not playing by the rules, the angry rules. And so a lot of them left, and one of them made me a co-leader on their way out. So not only have I been in Wolves for 4 years, but I've been a co-leader for 4 years, which at the time made zero sense to me. But Zod and Nick and Sharky never demoted me, so that's it was relatively bewildering at the time. I will tell you that.
Maybe it was your name helpful, like automatic co-leader.
I don't know. I think Ray might have been there too. I'm trying to remember. It was definitely like the AFC cleanup squad, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Raffo is in. Jonte.
Where?
Phobos.
Phobos.
Oh, so it's Phobos now.
It's still Phobos.
Trying to get Bond's picture in here.
So tell us,
Me,
Raffo.
Me, Helpy, and Burns, Goose says.
Yeah, where does Raffo play?
He's in Gorillas at the minute.
Yeah.
In Gorillas. He's going to free snipe this from the beach up with Diddlers.
Yeah.
I can just see something crazy is going to happen here. Look, it's going crazy.
Oh, so Raffo was one of the players that I was like technically his trainer for, I think, in Wolves. But we have people come in who, like, pretty quickly you're like, okay, well, my job now at this point is just to escort this person to the next level, and that's what it was like with Raffo. But he was a co-leader in Wolves. He stayed around, and like a lot of other people, would come back and visit. So, whatever, I learned a tremendous amount from him. But he got promoted pretty quickly out of Wolves, if I remember correctly.
Oh, look.
I was there for a while.
Look at this.
Yeah, he's right.
I've never seen this bullet nonsense.
This is
with
crazy.
He's too fucking cheap to diamond his troops. This is what this is.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's gonna need some more critters up there.
And a taunt, and a taunt, and a taunt. No.
Oh!
Yeah, go on. Go on.
No, I think
How
that
many's left? 3. Go on, Diddlers. Get it. Quick.
snipers are gone. Is anything in range now?
Another shot.
Wow.
How many's left? 2? 3.
Wow, I think you can get
Guys,
it.
get it.
I may not have enough time.
No.
no,
And the
Two.
machine guns.
Get a flare,
Well-
quick. Get a flare, quick.
So this is this something you taught him? Helpful?
No, I've never seen that before. I'm going with Bimto's theory. He was just too cheap to gem troops.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. There's a flare.
If
Now
he
we're
doesn't get it,
talking.
if he doesn't get it, we should close it. It's a boring
Yes.
hit now.
That's a free snipe.
Yeah.
But maybe it's good for the wheelchair people like these.
Wow.
Like people who have forgotten how to play.
It's funny because I have a couple of hits in volcanoes, and I'm equally as cheap in volcanoes. Where I look at my troops that I've got loaded, and I then look at what bases are available, and I try to make it work. And sometimes Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And Free Snipe and Phobos for Gramps and Bullet is one of the ones I've tried, and it generally doesn't work.
So, Bonbon wanted me to. Oh no!
You'll
it's,
like this, helpful. This is really good. I spent ages getting this image sorted for you.
Should be visible now on YouTube and maybe. Yep, there it is.
Helpful or not?
Edge of the cliff. Yeah, helpful or not, go and get it. Go on. You need to try it to go and get it, don't you? Yeah, that's helpful.
Okay,
Okay,
so
why
which
don't you-
base?
Okay, why don't you open Titan? Because
Titan? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Titan open.
Jesus, I need to look at these bases. I've not looked at the base.
That's the. You don't have to look.
Okay, right. Okay, then fair enough. I don't need to look.
Just load
Oh,
tanks
cool.
and go.
Ruffle
Thanks,
says
Jonesy, yeah, okay.
helpful taught me that.
is it whoever wants to go goes?
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, it's 2.3 million, is it?
Yeah.
Or beefy.
It's JKP's in.
This is JKP.
He's going with all Gramps and Bullets.
Helpful. How do you know?
It's
How do you know JKP?
So I think I might have been like his mentor person because I do that a lot. And he was also fell in the category of someone who it was relatively apparent that he wasn't going to be in Wolves long. Super nice person. I don't remember if he was in Sparrows or not. I don't think so, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was.
And he comes back. He comes back every once in a while and does a hit. And I don't know. He was whatever. I have easy people to mentor and hard people to mentor, and I think you all know what I'm talking about. And JKP fell in the super easy category. So
Yeah.
And the thing about we logged everyone in Wolves, and the thing that makes me the happiest is when people get promoted, so I don't have to do their logs anymore. So I definitely remember that when JKP got promoted.
Yes,
And I would hope
welcome.
I would hope Imp or Appel would notice that I was down a person to log, and then whatever. No, logging is one of the things I actually bizarrely enjoy because you get to watch every hit and you have to critique it, and it is a really good way to learn stuff. You can learn that bullet Gramps on Phobos is a horrible idea, for example, but AKP needs to.
What's he doing now? He needs to start moving soon.
he's going to run out of time.
How
So-
long do you think with the time, Jonty? How long do you need to wait before you can go?
Yeah, I was gonna ask helpful. What would you tell people when they ask this question? How long can I farm for?
Watch the last time someone did a hit.
Oh
In
no,
the log.
he's alive! He's alive! He's alive on the beach.
That's all right.
It really is.
He's
No, I
going
call
for
it.
it.
But, I mean, there's some standard ones like Chimera or Chimera, whatever. That's
Yes.
130 or something, 145.
Mhm.
But usually you just tell people, watch the last hit or look at Imp's playbook, Imp's playbook, and whatever it is, add 20 seconds to it because you suck more than. the person that has a video that's recorded there. But I don't say that you suck more part. But
But it's true. Yeah, but that's very
Has
helpful. Look at other hits and see how long they took.
he's going to have 10, 15 seconds on the call. Maybe that's
Should
it.
be fine.
Is that enough? No. How many's you got there?
Well,
20 seconds.
20. It should be enough.
Go on.
Critters and more sharks. Well,
More
he
sharks.
farmed 16
The
items.
world. Another part loaders. Medkits.
Yeah.
One.
But there was,
Oh wow! Wow, that was really close. If he didn't get burned by the flamethrowers down here, he would have had it.
if he'd learned how to smoke, then
Yeah.
he'd have been all right.
I'm closing it. It's boring now.
Oh,
Thank you, because I'm obviously going to wait till the end.
Which base? Helpful.
let's go Callisto.
Callisto. I'm not hitting that. I hate that base. Okay. Callisto.
So if we have any English speakers, whoever, Americans, who end up watching this, who are on Wolves or elsewhere, there's one thing I wanted to say today, which is Appel does not mean apple in English. It means, and it is not pronounced apple. It means something closer to like think appellation or appeal. And so you should pronounce it Appel, and you should not think of apple the fruit. You should think of appeal, but in kind of a more macho fashion. Is that a good way, Imp, to describe it?
Yeah, it's sort of when you give a speech to appeal to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make an appeal, but it's
that's-
not it's not like it's
so
not
is
apples
it-
and bananas.
So it's like Brick's battle orders.
Yeah.
Whereas I always just think of Steve Jobs. So,
I took that name in the army, so and it's been sticking with me from them.
oh,
So Toy
Toy
is hitting
is
Cali.
it.
So Toy has been in the family a long time as well, but I was never in the same task force as him till recently. He wanted whatever. He's been a guest in Wolves. Like, we don't flog him or anything. That'd be silly. And a lot of players come back and work on stuff. Like, I remember when JR would come back and practice, like, the, that weird walk on Titanic, right side walk, diagonal walk. And
yeah.
I think Toy has been doing some of that, and then also just some standard, just, hey, I'm going to keep practicing. So, for someone who's pretty senior in Angry Family, it's always fun to have those people come back, because as a trainer, generally speaking, well, one, you don't have to log them or anything, but two, they know what they're doing and they're a good example, both as hitters and as teammates to other people, which not everyone is. So,
It's very true, helpful. It's good to have leaderboard players to come along and help out in Wolves.
there
Yeah,
should be.
oh, yeah.
Just wanted to confirm with the viewers that there should be game sound on the stream now. Forgot to plug in the cable.
Okay. He's done farming, so now he's walking up.
there's some mines you might want to think about.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's going, when is he going? Well, we'll see.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Okay, wow. What is this?
Ouch. It's going different.
and get a split.
Going,
going
to
to
12
12.
o'clock?
12.
Oh, wow. He's being fancy now.
Okay.
Look at this skinny
Ooh.
walk. Rick, she's running ahead.
Strong.
Yeah, she's on the roids.
Second.
I think he's going to peek out the back now.
No, just
Byron.
enough time.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
This is going to be tight. You need to flare and shock at the same time.
Wowzers. Wow, Critters was good timing.
Oh,
Oh.
lost Mr. Shock.
Wow. Another shock.
Oh, wow. First,
Awesome.
Wow, that is
first solo with the med kit.
medkit. Wow.
Nice.
See, Toy Soldier, when I joined the family, he was in Angry Rhinos at the time, and then he became leader of Hedgehogs as well. So I know he's been in Monkeys since, but it's like I know certain people have got certain task forces, and for me, Rhinos and G-Vibe were my task force. I didn't want to be a turtle. I wanted to be in G-Vibe and Rhinos. Unfortunately, Rhinos is no longer there. But it's sort of it's to actually play with players who've been in those teams for me has always been a nice thing. So I like having Toy around, and I seem to follow him around because I'm fucking around in volcanoes quite a lot as well. So, which is like the holiday home of Angry Family.
Oh, yeah. It's like Florida.
It's stupid and boosted hit.
Just in case anyone was wondering, I taught Toy that hit.
So what base? Helpful.
Oh, and I'm not allowed to pick players, am I? No. Okay. Fine. No. Okay.
Well, hold on.
no,
It's your show.
you're right. No, this is anarchy. So Chimera or Chim, whatever you guys want to call it.
Okay.
And Imp is hopping straight in.
Camera open.
Oh.
Oh. Alexa was
Someone was
really
waiting.
fast.
Wow.
She's been planning.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
Alexa,
that's been. Because
Alexa-
I'd have flared straight in the flamethrowers.
So Alexa, I don't know. She's probably one of the favorite people I've ever trained. She is very kind and eager, and a quick learner, and she's a pretty good typist too. So we had a lot of long conversations. I know Imp explained to me she had been in here or there recently or in the past, and she's just a sweetheart. Whatever. And I'm so pleased that she stuck around in Wolves and continued as well to practice and try to get better. But she's probably one of the most eager trainees that we've ever had. Like, tell me what I can do better. Let's go over that, which was maybe a little exhausting at times. But she's a super nice person. And I'm so happy that I can't remember. I think she's in Sparrows now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she knows a lot more about DX than me, which is she I think decided that was going to be kind of a focus, and she got much better at that. I remember when she started, she was queen of like grandpa smokes and flares, and she was worried about it. And I told her, get the hits right first, and then you can start to be a little more gangster and a little more gangster and a little more gangster. And I'm not sure what she would say, but I think that helped her a little bit to not stress as much. And it's easier on a full boost task force, right, where you don't have to get to complex and 9 smokes or whatever. So that's like that's a minor example of the way I try to help different people differently.
She's getting it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
She,
smashed
I
it.
would say she
I didn't even look.
absolutely puts us all to shame as far as the training goes as well, because I've seen her break down hits to the second with screenshots to the second.
Yeah.
What is like? It's like, fuck off! Don't watch a video.
There's reasons why we made her officer.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Yeah.
I love that. I love going into detail and like, okay, but if I flare pixel more to the right, they should walk like this instead, and blah blah blah. And she just soloed Chimera.
We have 2 shield boosters, so it's an Alamo's kind of boring standard. So, and actually Boomtown is too. But how about Boomtown next?
Okay.
Oh, HR's gonna love that.
I'm trying to torture Appel by not opening Manticore the last second.
People are hitting the attack button.
Oh, guess who's
I
in?
can't believe. I can't believe it. HR beat me to that. And I'm on the call listening to you guys saying it, and he beat me to that.
HR's been spamming attack for the last 2 seconds. Yeah.
Crap! I kind of forgot AHR was here because I never would have given him the chance to hit Boomtown. I still remember his. I'm sure you guys remember. Some of you remember Romeo and his.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
He had a little tough stuff with HR Well, but when HR Well told Romeo he was the BT Whisperer, and Romeo didn't have the sense to say, okay, then whatever. Appel and Imp remember that whole thing. But anyway, HR and I have never actually been on the same task force, whatever, like, I'm sure we have hopping or something, but he's just someone, he used to hop in, he's just one of the helpers that come to Wolves all the time. Like, reads, watches hitters chat, and comes and helps, and is super nice. And whatever. He's never been in Wolves, at least in my time there, which I think means he's never been in Wolves. And, but like I stay in Fishy's chat because those guys are funny, and a lot of my friends from Wolves and elsewhere ended up there. And HR Well still comes by all the time to Wolves, and he's practicing DX mostly, but he's obviously a fantastic hitter. I think he's an AGV too. I can't remember.
It's great
So
having him.
He was
solo Boomtown, then he's obviously a total failure. So,
but I think you're right. HR's in like every training team chat and helps out in nearly every training team chat.
Yeah,
and it that's the character of him, and it's and he's very good, and he's particularly good at not just this. He's very good at green court as well.
Yeah.
But in all sorts of other hits. But this is obviously like what he's known for.
When we were creating the Wolves playbook, I asked him to write stuff about Boomtown. So everything in the playbook is done by him on Boomtown. Like all the pathings and where to flare and stuff like that.
Oh, look at this. This is a clinic.
Yeah.
Physics clinic. Well, there are definitely certain bases I associate with certain people. Like, and some of them are because people taught it. Like Cooker Rush, I always think of Cool Kid. And H.R. Wells, I definitely think of Boomtown because he's clever. That's his base.
Yep.
So, but he failed to solo it, so.
He did.
Ah, fucking Superb's a
That was
cunt.
crap. You should have soloed.
Wow. I
We
changed my
got-
troops as well, the bugger. So bloody quick. Wow.
This
Oh,
is
we're going
superb.
skinny.
Rebus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk about Superb then.
So I remember when, so Superb was in some was he like he was in Elite Force 2.5 or something, or
Mhm.
is that right?
Yeah. It was in Hustle.
And he was, so anyway, when Superb came to Wolves, he was already in some outside leaderboard family, which as
Yeah.
we know means different things. It's not always and I was his mentor, and I like to think
Well, we need to point out that he was undercover at the time as well, wasn't he?
Oh my god.
When
Wow, past their minds. Wow.
No, that was the second time. The first time he came through briefly.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and he was, because I remember when he got promoted, because did he get promoted from Sparrows to somewhere else, or just retired or something?
Yeah, we
Anyway, he
promoted
had
him.
some sort of.
Yeah.
He had some sort of like moment where he was like, "Hey, thanks family for everything, and I want to thank, Jonte and Imp and this person and that person." And he said, "I want to thank Helpful too." And I'm like, "What are you nuts? Like, I didn't help you at all. Like, you were one of the good trainees. You were out of Worlds in 2 weeks." But then he came back as like Superb spelled backwards, but it was like one of the worst attempts at an incognito return ever. Like, okay, it didn't take long for people to figure that out. Like, you're a great hair. Your name is some bizarre
He
thing.
was in the cover for 4 months or something.
Yeah, no, it was literally, he got from Flamingos to Wolves before he got found out. Well, he did get spotted in Hedgehogs, but we won't go into that. But yeah, so yeah, he did cover it quite well.
Well, the person who did it best was Goose, because I mentored Foxy for like 2 months, and I bitched at him every day about Intel, and he was like, "Ah, fine." But I didn't, because I didn't have anything to tell him about his hits, really. And then he told me after he got promoted again to Fish, he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that," and I was pissed off. So, but whatever. Goose helped me a ton. He and Cool Kid I always associate together as like part of an important part of my Boom Beach career in Ice Holes and a little bit later in Wolves. But Superb is just a great player.
Yes.
And but he chose to do one of the most. Okay.
It was
Oh,
a great
we have
hit.
some.
It was a great hit.
Dead is
for
dead,
day.
I guess we'll go with.
There we go. There you go.
I have to apologize to
350.
Oh, the
YouTube.
med kits. Okay.
I've neglected the YouTube chat. Who is in here? Amin, JR, Eddie. Number 35. Who is that? Tommy Storm. Jimmy Bobson. I know that guy. Goose. We got some awesome people in here. That's awesome. That's Boomtown.
Okay, so complex it is. Have at it.
Okay.
Go on, him.
Someone is faster than me.
Fucking hell. This goose.
Jesus Christ.
No, we said complex. He's attacking Manticore.
Oh.
His English isn't very good.
Ah,
It's like anarchy all over.
Is that because
maybe he missed.
he's a feral? Yeah, missed
He
his
pressed
flare.
the wrong base.
Yeah,
He's got the
he
same.
fat fingered it.
He's got the same eye problems I have. That you
Messed
think you're
up wrong
flaring.
base. Pressed wrong base. He's even writing in the chat here. Messed up, pressed wrong base.
Ah. You open it and
Okay.
like, wait, this isn't complex.
Yeah, I've got bullet knuckles. What the fuck am I gonna do here?
I'm sure he can do Manticore as well.
All right, so I just told you about Goose, but he and Cool Kid were like my best trainers, really ever. I think at any point, besides Imp and Appel, of course. And Claire, he's been a great family member for a long time. Super nice guy. Let's see. Yeah, 3 smocks.
That's going down.
Wow.
Wow.
Melted
Okay,
it.
He's pretty.
Pop.
safe to say that he knows how to hit Manti.
And we'll never know if he knows how to hit complex.
I feel happy now that I don't have to hit Manticore on a Jonty stream. Hate that base. I hate that base.
All right, well, on to complex, I guess.
Complex. Open.
So I wanted to. I'll tell you one story. Is there are 3 players I've ever been afraid of in Angry Family. Like there's plenty of players I've been intimidated by, like Ray and JR, Jonte, Canal, Knix. But for some reason, I don't know. For some reason, I was afraid of Zod because I would tell him to suck it, and he would tell me he would like kick me out when I was dumping in Assassins and stuff like that. And then he would come in wolves every once in a while. And then this is going to sound weird, but I was afraid of Krusty. Like,
Oh yeah.
I hit Manti once, and I didn't do it right, and he told me all about it. But meanwhile, he's a total softie. Like, he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. But it was in my own mind that I was afraid. Oh, Boombo is on. I called him Bombo for like the first week he was in Wolves. So he is another category of like, glad I get credit for being a mentor to this guy because I'm doing jack shit. But he was an eager learner. He's a far, far better hitter than I am now, and that was pretty apparent about a week in. And so I think he was a co-leader before. Yeah, he's definitely a co-leader before. Before he got promoted to Sparrows, and he's one of those people that have some times where they come in and out of the game, which is fine. I've done that too. Like I've taken 3 weeks off, a month off here and there. But he keeps coming back, and he's been a great co-leader for Wolves. And well, I was sad when he decided he needed to take a break for a little bit, and of course, great that he's been back recently. And you know, there are players that this isn't clear. They have like important jobs and stuff. And they can't devote all the time they want to this game.
Oh no.
Well, that's unfortunate. But when someone gets promoted from Wolves, a lot of people just pack up and go, and it means a great deal, actually, to all of us. If you leave an account in Wolves because you can, I mean, obviously we'll kick you if we need the spot, but or because you want to practice, or because you want to help. And Boombo does all those things. A BBC is what I usually call him. So now he's left some sort of cleanup on aisle 4 for Complex for somebody.
No, he's a good guy. I know. I think when he first got co-leader, he put me to shame on what a bastard he was to some of the trainees. And then Imp had a quick word with him. But yeah, no, he's a good guy, and I like him a lot, and he's got a good sense of humor as well.
He is great. I miss him. He should be in Wolves, so I'm looking forward to him returning.
Oh,
He's on break
he's
now.
not there now. Oh.
No, he's on break.
He's on a little break at the moment, so.
Yeah.
But he will be back. He's like a boom. He's a boomerang. He'll be back.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, there's 800,000 left on this core.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go for that.
Go,
Unless someone else.
Vito.
No one else is going. Oh shit.
No, we're all waiting for you, Vimto.
Yeah, fuck off. No one's never that polite with me.
Come on, I always am. Get that big long flare up there, sir.
Oh,
There
you
we go.
fucking prick.
Now we're talking.
Oh dear. Well, look, there's just not. I can't say enough kind things about Vimto.
Really? I can't think of anything.
He has been terrific. I don't remember where he came from. I just remember he's been in Wolves.
He came from Breezy. I picked him up from Breezy.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And what he is, so Vimto and I had this good cop, bad cop routine that I really like because he's, and this is just who he is as a person and his nature. He tells it like it is, and he tells people that, yeah, that attack kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And whatever, we call him Grumpy Vimto all the time. But we know it's because well, for one thing, one of his accounts is named Grumpy Vimto, so it's kind of easy. But he is a trainer extraordinaire. I mean, between he and him created the Wolves playbook. I think, whatever, I don't know much more than that, except they both collaborated on it and worked their asses off on something. And it's one of the things, well, I'll talk about it in a bit, but it's a good example of something that makes Wolves a special place. And
Awesome, Vimto. Good finish, sir.
It was fucking
Anyway.
dog shit, but never mind.
well, I won't comment on the hit itself.
Yeah, no, I thought it was
But-
good. Good job. You only needed 4 votes.
It's one of those hits I never do because you need the shock. So
Hey, they're
Anyway.
tricky, them shots, Vimto. They can be tricky.
He's whatever. I consider him one of my closest friends in Boom Beach, and he's terrific, and but I do enjoy when Vimto punches a trainee in the face a little bit, and I get to build him back up as their mentor or whatever. So it's very effective, but whatever. He and him and Appel have done essentially the most to turn Wolves into a place that's, well, we like to think at least, is a little bit different than some of the other task forces.
You got to remember why we created the Wolf playbook. It was first I was leader, then I went on a break. Imp became leader, and she did like all the work.
Hold on. I didn't became leader. You said, hold my beer, and then you disappeared.
And then when you were promoted or something, and I came back as leader, and I was like, oh, this is too much work. All unhelpful, and Vimto and everybody said, oh, yeah, we got to do something. And Vimto came up with the idea, let's put all of her stuff in one place. And there you go, that's the Wolf playbook, because we were too lazy as leaders.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
You know, Helpful is like one of the best writers in Boom Beach, in my opinion. His feedbacks is so funny, and his critiques, and when he's writing to trainees, his pen is really, really awesome. And I have to say one thing, because he once wrote me a letter. He sent me a gift from one of his vacations, and this will just explain a little bit of how he writes. He starts, I can't read everything because it's like 3 pages of 8 typescript. And but like the first half page is like the beginning. It's to whoever may open this package. First of all, thank goodness Norwegians are much more well-schooled than Americans. You manage to learn more than your own language. Hope I find you well. That's for a complete stranger. And then there's he is explaining to whoever gets this package that how I may look, and he's comparing me to Tintin in Hergé's books. And then after 1 page, he gets to the package. That's some personal stuff. We can't write that. He sent me some cigars from Cuba. And the real reason, in the end of this letter, he says the real reason to send this is to express my appreciation for having you as a close friend. My wife doesn't understand this at all. Buying cigars for a fake online friend, you idiot, etc. That's fine. You and Imp have been super kind and supportive of me for a long time. I look forward to my unplanned but future trip to Norway. If Imp likes cigars, I have no idea who does. Perhaps you can say one until you next encounter her. If they suck, just give them to some homeless people or something. Oh crap, you guys probably don't have that either, silly Euros. Happy 2020, so, and so on. He's like the best writer ever.
Yeah, for sure. And the kindest.
Chief Typing Officer, that's what I am. All right, so it looks like Alamo it is. So,
yep.
Fight away on it.
And talking about gifts, I got a gift from Appel and Helpful as well. On my birthday. The doorbell rang and there was flowers outside. And I was like, what? Yeah, well, it's my birthday. Maybe it's from my mom or something, because no one else sends me flowers. And then on the card, it was from Appel and Helpful, telling me how much I mean to them. And that's just
wow, typical
Helpful. Really nice.
You just described the 2 times I sent anything to anyone. Let's pretend I sent them to everyone.
Well,
and Bon Jeckley's all the flowers.
Bon Jeckley's on in on Alamo. Yeah, I'm gonna say where the fuck is mine, but hey, I'm joking. Bon Jeckley is.
So Bon is in the category of someone I've also never been on a task force with, but I've seen, whatever, he does loads for the Angry Family, super nice guy. And I always love watching his streams because there's definitely his own character in them, for sure. And Mega, that was Mega! And on some breezy on Alamo, which maybe we're headed that way.
I think we need to kick Bon Jake Lee mid-hit.
Why?
He
Oh,
hit
no.
visible.
Why are you being like this, man? No, don't be like that. Come on.
No.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Don't be horrible.
Oh, what you... do you know, I fucking hate this on Alamo.
Oh, it's wrong, isn't it?
We could
Takes
probably
so long
like.
to do, Vimto. Have you got ×4 on this, Jonty? Can you speed this up?
No, but serious, you can kick people mid-hit. There are so many people boosted. This op is dead.
Kill that mortar. Come on, guys.
Well, what about
Get that bloody
the?
mortar.
We save the core on this one. Do some fancy.
Okay.
Yeah,
No problem. Let's
There
try
are
that.
15 hitters.
yeah.
Yeah. Go on, guys. Get it.
Well, I don't have to hit. I'm not gonna hit anything. So
No, I'm fine. I
I'm
don't need to
neither.
hit.
There's no Java here, so I can't hit.
Oh, and someone else killed Manti.
Look at these guys.
Um,
Look at the Johnsons coming out. Vimto. There for you, sir.
thanks. You know Oliver Johnson.
Yeah, I know you love a Johnson, sir.
God.
Wolves are actually just too good.
Yeah, that's the problem.
yeah.
Well,
And
Bon
hit
is like
when
a
it's
good
already dead.
Bon is like a good example of what you realize after you've been in Angry Family for a while. But there are so many people that do so much crap behind the scenes, and that is really a difference maker.
Was that Diddler alive? Fucking little shit. Is he still alive? No,
One
he's
more
not
time,
now.
helpful. Bunch, shut it. Helpful is trying
Sorry,
to say
I'm
something.
No, the smoke landed. Oh. Sorry.
No, I was just saying that if y'all didn't hear, that Bon is a good example of what I realized after a while, which is there's so many people doing stuff like every day and behind the scenes and grunt work at Angry Family to make it work. That it's pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah, the whole thing. I've never been in a task force with you, helpful. I've never been in Wolves. Been the leader in Icehole. So some players that you were talking about before, like Alexa, totally get it. Like such a great player and such a great person. And it's amazing that these people and players move elsewhere and still spread that kind of love with other people, and they get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you get it, it's kind of, it's awesome. It's, hey, helpful. It's mega.
Of course
It
it
is.
is.
Mega.
And
It's awesome.
and the family kind of depends on it as well. You know that some people are willing to help out in training task forces and give back.
Yeah.
That's what
100%.
makes this family work.
Okay, so Canal is in.
He's going to finish up my rubbish.
So Canal.
We're playing Save the Core, I think, now.
Take the call. Right, okay. He's going to go right side then. Is he? Where's he going? Yeah.
Oh,
It's
right.
going to show off some hacking skills. I bet.
So Canal. So as I said, there's some bases that I associate with people, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that associates Canal with GC and Outworks. And I have this tendency to, type too much. And I remember that when in the first week I was in Sparrows, I would send Jonte a private message every day, like, "How was that? Do you think I could have been better on the left side turn?" And meanwhile, so my mentors were Dees and Neil at that time, and they were absolutely horrified. Like, "What are you doing? Like, stop bothering Jonte. He's got a lot of shit to do." And
wow.
And I said, "I don't care." So I would ask Jonte things all the time, which, okay, that was probably silly, but he would always, of course, respond super nicely and say, "Well, you know, 1 pixel left," or "Don't land Grens with the girls, that's a bad idea," or whatever stupid mistakes I made. And Canal was exactly the same way, because he's like an artist. I mean, but he talks, you can ask him anything and he will spend as much or as little time as you need to help him. And just like that trait as a human being is an important one as far as I'm concerned. So, whatever, I really admire him as a player, and he's been super nice to me. So,
He is a grumpy bastard, though, isn't he?
well, not to me. That's the thing.
So hold on, he's not as bad as you. Just saying, sir. Just hey, we were talking about this, Jonty, weren't we? We were saying like he's very calculated. I'm going to say unemotional, but I don't really mean that. He's very measured. He's very measured in his. He's fucking.
He's grumpy.
And he's awesome. When he comes up with an idea, you think, you know what? I should have thought of that because it's right.
Yeah, he's really, really smart. He reads the game.
Yeah, no, like the right side GC, 1 shock. That was something that no one else had ever thought of. I remember, Jonte, you were doing a live stream, and I can't remember. I think it was with. I don't remember who it was with. Dave or someone. And Dave was like, "Okay, here come the shocks," and you were like, "No, he's got some different plan." And sure enough, Canal killed the right side with 2 votes because he kept delay and then got 2 squirts in. And whoever it was some AFC genius, was like, "Oh, I wish I had thought of that." So that's who he is.
And now he's
Cerebral.
AFC as well.
Yeah,
And now he's going right side
he's
of Alamo with a
now he's AFC, and he's fucking awesome, and he's the nicest guy, and he's not grumpy at all. He has got an account called Grumpy Null.
Really?
So
just copy.
anyone
copy
who's
Vimto.
anyone who's got an account with Grumpy as the start of it is obviously a grumpy cunt. So that's all I'm saying.
You're gonna say is a friend of yours, but okay.
Oh, of course, yeah. I love being. I'm not. Come on, you all know me. That I am not grumpy. You know.
You can be.
I always laugh.
You can be in a good way.
I just don't sugarcoat things.
Yeah.
Jonty, I can't see this up going down. In all fairness.
You think so? 13 more hits.
Yeah, there's only 13 left.
HR Well was saying that whenever he has questions about Green Court, Knall is the first person he goes to.
Oh yeah, he's Mr. Green Court. It's like Stan Smith. No one else is going to get that. Because Green Court is...
Now Dave is in.
Dave. Who is Dave?
Dave OBX.
Ah, right, okay. Dave's awesome.
He is a current wolf, is he?
Yep.
Yes. Probably hasn't got the save the core message.
He helps out a lot in Hedgehogs as well, Jonty, yeah? With the training.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I can say, I can say about, I think we can Imp, Appel, and Helpful, and myself can all say that he came to Wolves last year, or maybe it might have been even longer ago, and it was too soon, and he really struggled. He stressed and actually he's, how I look at it, it's like what's the word? He is the he's like the poster boy actually for if you struggle and you're not enjoying it. And what he did is he stepped back and he did a bit more time in whatever, I don't know where he went. I don't know if he went to Ice Holes or wherever, but he stepped back and now he's come back and he's much more confident. He's much more he's much more accomplished. He's much more accomplished, and the fact is, he just actually can.
You just know he's RL. Tells what he needs to do.
You need one art.
One art, quick. Yes, there it is, mega.
But it's just a case. He is so much more confident and so much more, and because he's more confident, he's more accomplished. Whereas I think before he struggled with. We have got, there's a lot of big characters in the leadership of Wolves, and we don't hold back, and we, it's all guns blazing, but he's someone that I actually know what I'm really impressed with how far he's come, since he come back to Wolves. And just taking that little step.
He's super interested in learning.
Yeah.
Well, what I've seen recently is he sees other players that maybe had the same struggles that he had initially, and he's very open and talks about it. And that's great to tell people it's not all peaches and cream. Sometimes you're not very good and you feel down. And I was there, and keep at it, or focus on a couple hits, or keep a positive attitude, because so much of this game is just pure mental, like don't beat yourself up, and that's terrific. We don't usually see that from people who are technically trained. He's really helping others.
Very true.
No. And let's face it, the people who get to the and this is one of the things that I love about the family is that if you go and play in a leaderboard team outside the family, you and I know you literally, they don't give a shit about if you fucking breezy, they don't give a shit. No one's, they might say, oh, nice try, but no one gives a shit. If you have a bit of a rant, no one gives a shit. Whereas at least in the family, because we've all come up through, most of us have all come up through the ranks, there is that camaraderie and feeding back to one another and leaning into one another. I know can well imagine Gorillas and Turtles is just very no one says anything and it's fucking robots, but down from there everyone else everyone else is really into, like, if you have a shit one in Monkeys, Niall is one of the first to fucking an arm around his shoulder. If you have a shit one in Sparrows, Jonty's the first one. Even in Assassins, that's how it's a proper team game in the family, in my opinion. And that's a really big part of the why I've stuck around, even though I am one of the biggest arseholes in the family.
No, you're not.
No, you're not an arsehole, Victor. You're a grumpy fucker, but you're not an arsehole. That's official. That's official right now.
So this is Appel, and whatever. He's someone who's very important to me, and has taught me a tremendous amount. And he has done, but between he and Imp, they changed Wolves into a special place. And I know all the other task forces get annoyed when we say stuff like that, and we never say like, "Oh, Crabs is better than, worse than Wolves" or anything. But we're pretty proud of all this. Like, think about the stuff that we, and again, Imp and Appel and Bimto are mostly did all the work on this, but weekly events, the Wolves playbook, the DX stuff bot that Imp did, all that stuff didn't just randomly start in Wolves. It's because it's a culture that Appel and Imp created, and that's something I really firmly believe. And whatever, he's been a terrific friend, really since. This is not his greatest hit, I would say. But
Thanks.
You're saving the core here, Helpful. What do you mean? This is good.
I was quite happy with the double hack where why did Sparky choose the MG instead of the SL? I arti-tagged the SL. The MG almost wasn't hurt. Couldn't get it.
So you planned it and calced it, and yeah.
She was
Yeah,
probably out of range, maybe.
No, yeah, maybe.
no, that's something I always tell people on Strat, like when you hack the 2 SLs left, is don't stand in the middle of MGs. There's 2 perfectly good rock cannons you can stand by and not get destroyed. And just use a slightly different flare. And I don't know. Some people seem to understand, but others don't. So whatever.
I was trying to get into the one blind spot of the one MG, but there was flamethrowers there and everything.
Anyway, I would have quit this game well, who knows? Probably not. I'm kidding myself. But Imp and Apple are very important. Appel, sorry, are very important to me.
Did you just call him Apple?
No, no. No, of course I didn't.
No. Okay.
Right.
The thing that's annoying about Appel is he looks like his family. He has like the most beautiful family in the world. Like his kids are beautiful, his wife is beautiful. I like to make fun of him that he looks like Tintin, but he kind of does, frankly. So just another reason why I hate all the silly Euros, of course.
No one is hitting.
They're all calculating their hits, which is what
Yeah.
they should be doing.
Someone's in.
Oh, Ray is in.
Ray. Tell me about Ray.
So, whatever. He's obviously kind of a legend of the family. I can't exactly remember when I met him, but I think he was sort of part of the Fixer group, like the AHL, whatever, AFC people who came to fix Wolves. But then also he stayed in Wolves a while and he would do guest hits, would come and do hits all the time. And he also falls in the category of someone just, like, if you were, in Angry Flamingos, you could ask Ray a question, and he'd probably be exasperated, but he would answer you. Like, he takes the trading part of it very seriously. And, he was always very kind. I haven't seen him in a while, frankly. I mean, I know, but I remember this Delta Lima account because he had it in Wolves for a while, and where all that stuff was really important to getting Wolves back on track and sort of teaching a bunch of people who were sort of left over by previous management, like, this is how you be a leadership team. You know, this is how you note bases. This is just really basic stuff that, frankly, kind of outside of Burnsy, there was no one left when I first started Wolves, and Ray was one of the people that sort of helped rebuild that. You know, Nick, Sharky, Snarky was there, Zod, Nick, whatever. So, whatever, it's good to see him. It's been a long time. I don't know what he's doing over here. Oh, I see.
He's doing an out the smoke gangster hit. That's what he's doing. He's done it twice already. This is mega. I'm just clearing the world.
Ray was in Wolves when I was a trainee, and I remember him teaching me how to land
Oh,
on the different bases and where to put the flags underneath the smokes. And I remember I was screenshotting the chat because I wanted to remember everything he said.
Where's
You
Ray
know,
playing now?
something that you
playing
said
Monkey.
before was you said like you'd kind of would have deleted the game off your phone kind of thing and not carried on playing, except for the people within the family keeping you kind of going. That is the main reason why I switch the game on in the morning before I go to work, when I come home from work. It's the people and like you say, you know, as much as training people, like what people can accomplish when they can believe or follow or imitate somebody else's hit kind of thing from a video that you share with them. It's that kind of thing that keeps me going. And like you say, when somebody gets promoted, I'm more happy than them. Swear to God.
Yeah, they're usually scared to death.
Yeah, they're scared to death. But you're sat there with a big stupid smile on your face, saying, "Yes, you've made it." You know what I mean? It's awesome. And it's a great feeling that you've helped share a lot of information with somebody, and they've taken it on board, and they've improved what is, let's be honest, a silly little phone game at the end of the day, yeah. And they've understood. I mean, we're playing at silly high level as well, so it's kind of scary that these people take all these crazy things on board, updates and all the rest of it, and the way hits are changing and they evolve, that people get so much better, but they're still there, aren't they? You know what I mean? Those people, you know, you get those PMs, don't you? They kind of like make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. You like think, wow, I don't even know you. You know, you're like 15,000 miles away in a different country, and that's pretty awesome when stuff like that happens.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to powder my nose. I'll be right back.
Imp told everyone to boost, and now nobody doesn't need any boost now.
Yeah, sorry about that. Wolves
next?
are just too good.
where's Deez? Eddie,
I don't know.
Jojo, Zendor, and Nave. Nave is in.
As about going back to what you said is, I like the in Wolves we have cycles where you get players who because of the fact that you've promoted so many, you then end up in a, and it must be the same in Crabs or all the other training teams, that you promote a load of people because they're fucking awesome, and then you get a load of really raw players.
Yeah, and you struggle a bit with himself.
And you're like, oh, fucking hell, what am I going to do with this one? And what am I going to do with that one? And then you actually see it takes, some of them it just clicks and then they move on, and some of them it takes a bit longer. But actually you see and that's why, going back to Dave, it's when you see someone's progression, it's a really good thing. And I love, it is a nice feeling to see a player thrive, and when they've got their confidence to do well. Where it's a big thing, and all the way down to when you see a player come through from Flamingos all the way up. That's a really good thing. We get a lot of players that get parachuted into Wolves, and they're awesome. As soon as you see them, they're awesome. But they don't. But I get more pleasure out of the ones that that.
Yeah, I get you. The ones that have started at the grassroots level within the family kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys who understand the structure, etc., and how we kind of do things. I mean, I think it's a big leap from these guys that do in Hogs. It's a big, and you were in Hogs with me for a long time. It's like we're a lot higher up in another task force. We went back, we put an alt in, and you're doing hits, and they're unboosted, etc., and they're pretty fucking mega to do those hits and work those hits out for yourself unboosted, because like in Wolves, you get a full boost and you think, right, okay, I'm going full boost, I'm going to do this and do that, and you can nail it. But then when there's no boost, yeah, but you still got to put your calcs up, and that's pretty awesome to it is pretty awesome to see those players when they come through and they're like, they know, and they say, what do you mean full boost? Yeah, what do you mean I don't need to post GBE calcs? No, you're okay, it's fine, you're full boost. That's awesome when they say, all right, okay, yeah. And then they know how to hit the bases, yeah.
Yeah, that is the that, yeah. Because there is an element. Imp will fucking kill me for saying this, but there is an element where there are certain hits that I just know. I don't need to count. I don't need to. I know what I need to do. But if I was going back to being a trainee, I would plan the shit out of, because
just scare the life out of you.
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of respect for the folks who, put it this way, being like a co-leader in Wolves is a hell of a lot easier than being, like, I was leader of Seashells for a while, and then one other one. And in Wolves, you can just put up notes, give feedback, spend extra time on, mentoring and logs and stuff like that. If you're in, like, Hedgehogs,
boom.
Follow up the notes and do this.
Yeah, it's hard. Isn't it? The leaders in the lower teams don't get the amount of respect that they deserve, because it's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Got to be hard. Players don't know the way and kind of thing. So yeah, you're right. And in Crabs as well, helpful when people get promoted into Crabs, they kind of already know they're going to do calcs and blah blah blah, and they know how to hit the bases, and it's kind of quite easy. Yeah. But yeah, the lower teams, it is a lot harder.
Well, they made me leader of Seashells, and then one other one that I forget, and both of them promptly closed after I was the leader. So So if I'm major leader, that's a really bad sign.
Is it like a thing? It's closing down. Helpful's the
Oh, she
leader.
flared right on the edge.
Oh, that was too close.
Yeah, saving the core, aren't we? I did
Yeah.
like 6 hacks, so no
Yeah.
GB. You didn't say anything about me, Helpful.
No.
Yeah, no, Helpful. What are you saying about him? Come on, be nice.
Imp is like the greatest thing that ever happened to Wolves. There's all the work she's done. I remember when she told me, and I think it was by accident, like, oh yeah, I log every single player every single day. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she showed me her logs. And I was like, you are insane. Like, you are so dedicated to this team, to advancements, to practicing. And so I quietly suggested to her, like, hey, some of us could do those logs. Like, as a leader, you don't have to do it all. And so that's kind of what we do now, is we split it up. But all the good ideas in Wolves are things that either Imp or Appel came up with, and mostly Imp, if I'm being honest. And whatever, she always comes back. She could be on any task force she wanted to be, obviously, but you know, she cares. Like, Wolves means something to her, and whatever. She and Appel are whatever. There's no point in picking favorites, but they're both very important. You know, and so I don't know. Was that not kind enough?
Yeah, it's very kind. It's too kind, but thank you.
No.
No,
I
it's
appreciate it.
Plus, she's a badass.
Yeah, no,
hitter.
if you ever have
Helpful
to
if that
read.
was me, I'd kind of say, in all fairness, Imp's got better nails than Appel.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's all
I do.
And better legs, but no. The other thing is, but if you ever have to read your log that Imp does, compared to anyone else that's doing logs, that's the big difference. It's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's still better at all that stuff than any of the rest of us. for sure.
wait, no, she's nastier than everyone else.
Is she really? She's grump. She's
Yeah, well-
grumpier
well-
than you.
Yeah, I learned
No.
all my grumpiness from Imp.
Wow.
But Imp gets away with it because Imp's female has got
Yeah.
Oh,
And you don't.
that's not
it-
true.
Imp is very good looking and sounds nice, and whereas so she's got this oh yeah, so everyone fawns around Imp, whereas no, grumpy Vimto, yeah, he's just a
Yeah.
bastard. Where
That's
fucking
right.
some of the feedback I used to get off her compared to some of the feedback that we give to the training, you know, some of trainees now kick off about, oh, you bastard, you've said this, that, and the other. It's like, hang on, some of the shit I used to get if I could go into the old band and copy and paste it, I'd show you that she used to cut me to ribbons.
Brutal. She's brutal, is she? Brutal.
Vimto, I knew you could take it though. I
Yeah,
knew you
yeah,
could
and
take it, and that's the difference, you know. Because usually I'm not very nice to the people that I really like. So if I really like a person, I can be, you know, quite evil. But you should worry if I'm very polite and very nice. That's when you should start to worry. Basically, yeah. So take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment.
So JoJo is hitting. And
Yeah. Oh
Clearing the world.
yeah. Talk about JoJo.
So I ran across him. I had a second account in Dragons. Or no, it might have been on Wolves first. I don't remember where I met him first. But, oh no, it was in Wolves first. And he was like this. He was the best hitter there at the time, frankly. So I remember we would have like, oh, we have to kill. I remember this is before tribes and stuff. You know, there'd be the top shields on HP or the maze shields, top shields, and you know, if anyone in Wolves got like 3 out of the 4, that was awesome. But Jojo was the person that got 4 out of 4 every time. Like, he's just such a meticulous hitter, and there's so many hits that I associate, like Torrent left side, old school, you know, kill the SGs. Like, he taught me that hit, and I practiced it, and he told me what I was doing wrong. And he's super nice, and he's like the most laid back person you ever meet. He loves to fish, and that. But
awesome, man.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic, and
Yeah.
and he always seems to come back. He was in Assassins a long time ago, and I think he and Zod didn't exactly see eye to eye or something. And so which is not the only. Zod has that in common with many other people as well. However, Zod was kind of a dick, really, but and so then he created an incognito account and got back up to Assassins again, and then I think he did it a third time, just as JoJo, and then he's doing his fishies, and I remember he was heartbroken when Lions didn't exist anymore because or Turtles didn't exist anymore because he was like, oh, that was my dream, and I thought he would not come back, but he did, and he's super active. Whatever, he still hits in woes all the time, and whatever, he's great. Like, I can ask him anything. So he's been a important part of my journey, for sure. Oh no, Storm is trying to hit while I'm talking about someone else, so she won't be embarrassed by what I say. So Storm is one of the other people that does an obscene amount of work for the family. Like, she leads all, you know, all the, like, to be a band admin, like, who would ever possibly agree to doing that? Like, it's just a thankless job. And, you know, lead Rugrats, and she's also, like, the person that knows every single person in Angry Family. Like, and a lot of times their stories. And meanwhile, like, professionally, she's, like, doing God's work, like helping seniors in Denmark struggling with, you know, dementia or social, you know, or financial problems or whatever. And she always has a kind word for everyone. The only thing I don't like about Storm is when she and Appel start talking about plants all the time, because they seem to know a great deal more about them than I do.
That's so true.
But that's about all I can come up with. She's super.
She's amazing. I love Storm.
And she, in fairness, I want to say this, and if you can tell me if I have this wrong, is you were the one that sort of recruited her to Wolves, because she was in another place and she wasn't quite as happy as she could have been.
Yeah, she was like 5 tiles from leaving the family.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Wow, stuck on the critters, stop the gate in the core. Go on. Go.
Yes,
Save it.
look.
Save that core. Another shock. Yes. Mega. Put out barrage storm. Kill him. Kill him. Quick. Retreat. Quick. Oh, kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
No, she's.
Are you going to get it? Will we get it?
There's 2 critters now.
She does a shitload of
Got an
work.
artillery. Come on.
Are we going to watch this for a minute
Yeah,
now? Okay, there we go.
Mega.
Yeah. We have sound effects, so why not?
She does a shitload of work, that
So what are we?
I couldn't be fucking bothered to do. And it's credit to her. And other,
Yeah, and she's a great co in Wolves as well. She helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we hit whatever now? Maybe look at all.
Yeah,
of them.
Yeah. Do that. Yeah, Alamo's kind of boring.
You think so? Well, still 4 defenses to kill her. You can lose
Still
a lot
4,
of
yeah.
Zukas.
Well, I'm gonna
You
spend
can
like
just-
I'll spend 20 minutes planning my Alamo attack, so you guys can.
Yeah. All cryos for the win. That's the way forward. Helpful. It's been awesome speaking to you. I'm going to go to bed. It's late here. I'm up early in the morning. So,
Yeah, take care.
Jonte, Imp, Vimto, Appel is on the call as well. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the hit. Enjoyed myself. Hope you had a good time, Helpful. I'll catch us
thanks.
all later.
Yeah, no, I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Good night. God bless.
Take care.
Good night, bud.
Bye.
Alexa, yeah, Alexa as well. Yeah, sorry, Alexa. I didn't realise you were there. Good night. God bless.
Bye.
Bye. How many boats of Zukas do you think I need to kill Titan?
2.
2
Two.
is my number.
I don't know if I can do 4 shocks unboosted. We shall see.
Bring 3.
We
bring
shall
3
see.
then.
No, you said 2.
I'd go 4. I'd go 4 and flash it.
No. Has to be 129. What can that be?
Bring Bullet. He'll be fine.
Think so?
Yeah.
Shocking?
Yeah, because no, just leave him because his health is fucking meaty, and he'll just even if you lose all your girls, he'll probably be able to pummel it a bit.
All right, now I have to talk about 3 people at the same time because they're all attacking. So,
Oh no.
Jonte, I think I said a lot about how super kind he has been to me since day one, even though I was like the annoying child, trying to be the teacher's pet, even though I wasn't really particularly good in Sparrows. And he's someone when I have like a question about, how do I deal with this person, or what do you advise? Like, I respect his judgment. I don't respect him losing the delay with Bullet right there, but
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? I was thinking that. It's really fucking
anyway.
shit.
Anyway, it's because of people like Jonte that I still play this game. That's maybe the most polite way I can put it. And he was super kind to me, and of course he's killing.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
just,
wait.
because only because Bullet is stayed alive.
Oh,
Go, Bullet, go.
that reminds me
Yeah,
of
for all you fucking Bullet haters, suck that one.
Oh, Brick could have done that. I'm sure.
No, she couldn't.
Yes, she could.
No, she'd have. The first time he lost delay, she'd have died.
No.
Okay, so Eddie is attacking. He was like one of those like someone who's technically I'm mentoring, but who I don't have to do jack shit for because he's obviously much better than he's ready to be at the next level, even by the time he gets to Wolves. And he's also been like a lot of other folks active in the Wolves alumni network, for lack of a better term. So he comes back, he does hits, he stays in Wolves chat, he answers questions, and again, that's just why Wolves are a place I'd like to be, because of people that continue to give back. I mean, freaking Jonte still stays in Wolves chat.
Is he using all boats?
I like to tag Jonte every once in a while in Wolves chat, just because he gets pissed off. Well, he responds when people tag him. So I like to. Sorry about that. Okay, and I missed Knave hitting.
We will watch it.
So, okay, well, there can't be much exciting about that attack, so I don't watch it. But Knave is.
I don't want to. I don't want to give you an English lesson, but I'm gonna have to. It's Knave.
I thought it was. Where is he from?
No, Knave. A knave is a. It's
no,
a
like it's like a knight. It's a chess piece. Oh, I thought you're right, because with the trailing E, it could never be a Scandinavian name. So
yeah. No, I think
Knave.
I think it's American, but it used to give you a very bad history lesson in my upbringing. Knave was a porno mag when I was growing up, but it's like a rascal. It's not the it's like the opposite end of a knight.
Yeah. It's rascal is a good. That's how I understand it as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking of Knick and Canal and whatever.
Yeah. Fuck knows how those Scandinavians and Dutch people, how they pronounce their names. I just wing it on a prayer. With Knixon and Nal and Knal.
Look at all these medics.
So anyway, Knave. So where's so he's been had an account with Wolves recently. Like I don't know exactly.
he was he requested to come to us from Crabs, I think.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. We Appel in particular really wanted him to come to Wolves. And then I don't know if it was time zone or some other issue. And he went to Crabs. I think he learned a lot there. But he ended up swapping from Wolves to Crabs, from Crabs to Wolves, which happens all the time. And he's been terrific. And he's a really good hitter and as nice a guy as you want to meet, and active in band and all that stuff. So, whatever. I wish we had some of my really shitty trainees join so I could badmouth them, but obviously it's unlikely that they would show up. But there have definitely been some problem children in the way.
I can't think of any helpful.
I have a question.
Yes.
Obviously, 4 years is a very, very long time in this game, and you've seen a lot of players go through Wolves. Is there anyone who has made it to the top, made it to Turtles?
Besides Imp?
I have never been in Turtles.
Oh, in Turtles. Oh, no. Sorry. I thought you said Gorillas. I don't know. Well, here's what I would say. Is people who have been in Turtles, some of them were in Wolves, but I think that was before I showed up. Like, I can't think of anyone who made it to Turtles. I mean, I don't know their roster, so maybe
Broccoli.
Yeah, Broccoli.
Broccoli is a Wolf.
Oh yeah, okay, Broccoli then. Yeah, I didn't know who was there. I don't.
And Tabasco was there also, I think.
Who?
Tabasco, TBSC or something.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I don't. Well, I know I'm supposed to dump in Turtles and Gorillas, but I just dump in sparrows. So don't turn me in to AFC for that. So
Gorillas or Lions, then there should be more people in there that you have mentored.
And you mentored Huda also, I think, helpful, yeah.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, yeah, he was a
But no,
player when I met him.
if you look at players that so Gattori was previously in Lions and then Gorillas. He came through Wolves.
Yeah.
Imp, obviously, that we talked about. Raffo.
Raffo.
Yasir.
Yeah, Yasir is in here somewhere.
And Stoneheart.
Yeah.
Knall.
JR.
Yes.
There's you can look at the Wolves is pretty good at, and Crabs are too, but Wolves are pretty good at promoting players and producing players. Crabs are too.
Yeah.
I get shit.
There's
but
Eddie.
yeah, no, Eddie, yeah,
Eddie, yeah.
we
Well said, Vimto. Cheers.
there's a lot of, and do you know, even some of the players that go up just to go up to G Vibe, they and
Oh, yeah.
not just up to G Vibe. You know, G Vibe is fucking hell. That was the pinnacle for me. There's a lot of players that have come through Wolves who get up there. Some of the players in Assassin, look at Goose. You know, these players that have come today, like Goose in Assassins, we're pretty good at what we do, and the fact is, Appel has been there for 4 years, so there's an element to say, well, he's pretty good at what he does. So fly-by-nighters like me, Appel, and Imp, we're all right.
AGV
And
has a
helpful.
bunch. Bays Beach, Alush, Jojo. I don't know. Goose.
Was
don't think
3C
we-
ever in Wolves?
Yes.
Yep. No, maybe he was Crabs actually, 3C.
It was both, I think. And Pause is
Yeah.
Norwegian, so that's the same as Wolves.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm suspecting this will be the less interesting part of the stream. So I want to take a moment to thank the people that organized it and the people who showed up. This is why Angry Family is important to me. I thought Vimto was just pulling my leg. But the fact that he would set up something like this and people like Jonte and Imp and Appel and others would help him get it organized, I can't tell you how much that means to me. So I just really want to thank all of you. And Jonte, you can edit out the sentimental bit at the end when you would post this. But anyway, you guys are really important to me. My wife actually knows that you are real people because when she has trouble sleeping, she says, "Tell me about your Boom Beach people." So I say, "Oh, Storm has a new job and they've shifted her to the Western region and she has to drive." And the reason my wife asked me this is that as soon as I start talking about Boom Beach, she immediately falls asleep if she's having trouble sleeping. Or Imp has this new gift where she's dressed up like a pirate and out she goes. So she knows you're real people, but she likes to but she does find it a little odd that I care about a lot of people that I've never met in person, that live, most of you, in Europe or whatever, other faraway places. But she does respect that it's important to me, and she gives me the time and space to do it. So she'll never see the stream, of course, but I thank her for that.
Oh, you should do movie night on Friday.
Oh God! That will put her to sleep in about 30 seconds. Like, oh, look at when you're scouting bases, like, oh, Phobos, a lot of flamethrowers up there. She would just like, yeah, screw this. So, okay. Well, anyway, I should probably go too because I'm supposed to cook dinner. But thank you guys really so much. I'm really touched. Okay.
You're amazing, Helpful. We love you.
Thank
We
you.
do love you so much, Helpful. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, back to logs tonight. And Parisi somewhere. Okay. Talk to y'all soon.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.